Hey there. Happy Sunday. Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Happy weekend wrap up. Hope y'all doing good today. Hope you did. Hope you had a great weekend. And I hope that you are ready for tomorrow. Another Monday. Hey Looney. Happy Sunday, Looney. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you're ready for tomorrow. I had a good weekend. Ready for tomorrow. And look, glad I got a chance to get some rest and relaxation. So I hope each and every one of you guys got you some rest and some relaxation. Of course, I hope you got you some exercise in. I hope you got you some relaxation time in, like just to unwind. All right. Anything going on that's not really conducive to your productivity for you being productive in life, I hope you set that stuff to the side. Because guess what? It's going to always be there. It's going to always be there. Hey, Shawanda. Welcome to the live. Miss Shawanda, Mr. Looney Tunes. Looney, don't tell me I know. Looney. Oh, Looney, Looney, Looney. Shawanda says, salute, Looney. Salute right back at you. Looney, hey, look, I be tore up, okay? I be tore up. I don't deal with that well. I don't deal with that well. No, not when they lose. I don't deal with that well. So that was the only part of the weekend that was just horrible. It's a blessing to be here, but that part right there, that was horrible. That was horrible. I mean, never got the lead. Never got the lead. I was hotter than fish grease. I was hotter than fish grease. Defense looking, ever since that second half of Georgia, defense been looking like tissue paper, wet tissue paper. Wet tissue paper. Hey, Vanessa. I can't even eat, Looney. I can't, it's like, when we lose, I can't even eat. Welcome to the chat, Vanessa. Vanessa says, hey, everybody. Man, I be messed up, like for real. People don't understand it. But seven ain't bad. 7 ain't bad. 7 isn't bad. But they gotta get their defense straightened out. They gotta get their defense straightened out. Got to. I wasn't happy with that number 1 in the first place. 2, 3 would have been good, but 1, I mean, Georgia ain't hitting on old Georgia of the recent years either. But when they said 1, I was like, no. 1 puts a target on you. All right? And then 1, the players tend to get a little cocky. The younger players, they get a little cocky. So they got to get it together. Got to get it together because we don't want certain ones to leave at all. We don't want certain ones to leave at all. Nah, AP is 7, Looney. The coach's poll was a little bit lower, if I'm not mistaken, but the AP is 7. Let's see, they got to get that, I don't know, Mr. Womack. I don't know, Mr. Womack. You got to get it together quickly. I was like, geez, the way they be on Bama, though, I'm surprised it wasn't damn 10. Look, I'm surprised it wasn't 10. So that 12 team thing can be good and it could be bad. Just I gotta look at the rules again. Gotta look at the rules again. Because we automatically know the top four is a given. Automatically know conference champs rings a lot of bells. But man, the higher up you are, the better. So that's why I was like, okay, 7. Can't be too mad at 7. That just means they gotta prove themselves. They gotta prove themselves and see. They smell blood in the water now. They smell blood in the ocean. So South Carolina ain't gonna be coming to play. And it doesn't matter who they play. They always bring their A game. We need some of the old players to remind them of that. You can never be too comfortable. You can never be complacent. But the offense did enough. The defense didn't. But, you know, those schools like that, they run those crazy schemes, and I don't care how good you are. Sometimes they'll get on top of you like that. But it still was surprising because it was Vandy. Still was surprising because it was Vandy. But those schools will get on top of you like that. That's why you have to be prepared to make those adjustments. They weren't prepared to make the adjustments. They weren't prepared to make the adjustments. They couldn't make the adjustments. Right. Man, I was so mad, Looney. I was so mad. I was like, hotter than fish grease. I was mad. I was like, damn. I'm talking about didn't take the lead at all. At all. I'm like, it makes me question the first half against Georgia, which I know they played well their game, but it still makes me question it. I wouldn't want to play them again this week. I wouldn't play them again this week. But you know, they always been like that. They get up for the big games, just like everybody else gets up to play them. They get up for the big games, and sometimes they get low for the what they think will be small games. They get low. So, would I want to see Kirby right now? Nah. Maybe if they can fix things up, because there's a chance we could see him later. And then after watching Tennessee, it's like, man, against Arky beat AU. Some of these teams, you know, their portal and their NIL and the coaching, you know, the coaching. Some of these teams that's been like soft and easy wins in the past, they're not like that anymore. They're not like that anymore. Yeah, yep, Vanessa. Yep. And so I'm like, so did Georgia, like, yeah, we got the win, but did Georgia really set us up not to get the win this time? You know, I think they got a little bit cocky. I mean, everybody was cocky. The commentators were cocky. The commentators were cocky. I'm like, that's the one thing Saban always said, never underestimate anybody. As a human being, you should know that. When you're in sports, you should know that. I know you don't want to go out there and just hang 100 on somebody, but never underestimate anybody. Anybody. Vanessa says she loves football. Who's playing today? I haven't gotten a chance, but somebody's playing today. Who's playing today in NFL? I know the Cowboys play later. Right. New recruits, great players. Oh yeah, and these players now, some of these young kids, they don't even have to be that big. They are phenomenal. They're phenomenal. They're active. They're athletic. They're flexible. The agility is agilitying. The agility is everything. Hold up, y'all. Okay, I think he's gone. The Bears won? The Bears won? Who did they play, Vanessa? I know Cowboys play later, but I don't even know who they play. They play in a little. I don't even know who they play. But I think I prefer college though. I prefer college, but I like the NFL too. I like the NFL too. I love going to a good Super Bowl game. It's like I don't even care who's playing. The times I've gone to the Super Bowl, it didn't even matter who was playing. It's just fun, fun, fun. Bears won. They played, okay, Carolina Panthers. Okay. You know, sports can give you that break, you know? Sports can give you that break from all the crazy stuff that's in the news. All the crazy stuff that's in the news. Sports gives you a break from, it doesn't matter, especially football season, like all the Diddy stuff. I'm so tired of hearing about the Diddy stuff. Sports gives you a break from that. Because, you know, if it's college football, on Saturdays, you got something to do to watch all day. Even if you're not really feeling the teams or whatever, it's football. If you like football, you like football. You know, gives you a chance to get away from that Diddy stuff. Gives you a chance to get a break from the politics. You know, because it's always there. You can go to any channel and watch stuff about politics, any news channel. You can go to any channel, or you can just go on YouTube if you want to hear a whole bunch of stuff about Diddy or any of these celebrities. But when it comes to sports, it just, you know what I'm saying, you can just get away from all of that. Yeah, right. Yeah, Looney, you can get away from all of that stuff. You know, sometimes you have fans who go crazy. You know, you have, all of them are fanatics. Fan is just a short term for fanatics. But you have some people who are extreme. They're extreme. And it's fun if you're at the bar, or if you're at a game, or if you got to get together at your house, and you see people going back and forth, as long as they don't get crazy. You know, as long as they don't get crazy. It's okay to be an extreme fanatic, or an extreme fan, because that could just mean you're just a super fan. Like, you may not be into all the, I know a lot of people who are super fans, and they don't even like to get into the back and forth, because they know that some people take that too seriously. So they just wear their sports gear everywhere they go. They don't miss a game. Like, sometimes in person, they go to every game. And if they don't go, they definitely watch it on TV. I mean, if they're at work, they got the ESPN app. They're finding a way to see that game. They're finding a way to see the game. You know, so it just kind of, it's stress relieving. Now, it can be stressful. It can be stressful. Like last week, Georgia, Alabama. Georgia was coming back like that. It was stressful. And then this weekend, Vandy showing up and showing out. That was stressful. But, you know, I'd rather be dealing with the stress of who's going to win a football game or a basketball game instead of dealing with the stress of people. You know, just dealing with the stress of people. Looney said the drama channel. No, Looney, look, I'd rather deal with the stress of sports any day. You know, and when I'm going somewhere, I try not to go, you know, you never know who's going to be at a restaurant or a bar. But, you know, because I don't like to be around people who get that extreme, where they get mad. You can get mad, but if you know you have a temper, you don't need to be talking sports with nobody. You don't need to be talking sports, because some people, you know, like, you know, some people have like really had issues and attacked other people, or done worse, the most, to other people behind sports. You know, that's not the thing about sports. Sports is supposed to bring you together, but we are human. Of course, we are human. And so anytime you got opposing fans, it might be some fighting, it might be some, but it shouldn't be any more than that. Like, it really shouldn't be any fighting. But if it gets to the worst, that should be it. Nobody should be going, you know, doing the ultimate. Nobody should be doing the ultimate. Gets you through the day, though. Yep. Vanessa says she watched a lot of college games. I'm telling you, Vanessa, like on a Saturday, what, the end of August through the 1st of December, and then it picks back up at the end of December with the bowl games until we hit that until we hit the Natty. It gives you something to do on Saturday. You know, it gives you something to do. Um, like I said, if you're really your team, like you're really into your team, you might be pulling your hair out and yelling, screaming, throwing stuff. But you know, that's the fun kind of stress. You know, that's a fun kind of stress. Even though I was crying yesterday, even though I was crying yesterday, you drag and pull yourself up the next day, and you be like, my boys, my team. And then look, you just gotta go outside and get that fresh air, or let the sun hit you, and be like, let's go. We gotta regroup. Cause guess what? It hurt them way more than it hurt us. Cause we had players yesterday that were mad as HE double hockey sticks, kicking footballs, throwing footballs, pushing folks in the ground, like pushing folks not in the ground, but you know what I'm saying. And it was like, and these were people who could have went on to the pros last year. So I ain't gonna call their names, but we had some captains and stuff that was just mad because it was just so unexpected. And to be true, to be honestly true, you know, there's some people talking about our quarterback, but yeah, I mean, every quarterback has a turnover. Maybe not every game, but that just happens. It wasn't his fault. Our defense couldn't stop. Let me tell you, the defense yesterday was horrible. Hot garbage. Looney says, right, football season is a relief from these. Yes, it is. It is, Looney. It really is. A big relief. A big relief from these YouTube streets. I promise you it is. It's like people be like, where you were? I didn't see you yesterday. You didn't go live. Hey, it's Saturday night football. It's Saturday all day. NCAA, okay? I jump in and out, you know, but nah. It's time to relax, to have some fun, to scream, yell. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be screaming and yelling, be screaming and yelling about sports. You know? Be screaming and yelling about sports. And yeah, hell, at least with sports, you put your money right. You put your money in the right square. Or you do a straight up right, make the right straight up bet. Hey, you can come out on top. You can come out happy. You can come out with a little financial payoff. After all that yelling and screaming. Those numbers hit right. Yeah, you can get a good payoff. But just yelling and screaming for nothing, man, it's a waste. Get your blood pressure up for nothing. At least with sports, you get your blood pressure up. You know, it's fun. You know, it's fun. So like I said yesterday, I'd be crying. I'd be mad as hell. But you gotta imagine how mad they are. You know, and that's any sport. Whether it's basketball, football, baseball. And when it comes to college, like gymnastics, a lot of people love to watch gymnastics, volleyball, women's basketball. You know, a lot of us fans act like we so hurt, and we do be hurt. But the players are hurt the most. Think about the way the players and coaches feel, okay? Then they got to take the heat because, you know, people be peopling. They don't care nothing about those or somebody's kids. I don't care if they're 18, 19, 20, 21. There are somebody's kids. Those stands are filled with their family members, their parents, their family members, their friends, social media. Of course, their family and friends see all the stuff that people say. So even though a lot of people are pissed off with Womack, you know, you gotta think, he probably more pissed off with himself. All day, NCAA, that's what I'm talking about, Looney. All day. Right, Looney, half asleep. Let's go. Y'all hear my buddy? Man, nobody wants to lose. Nobody likes to lose. But sometimes we kind of have to calm down, you know, because we got to think about it. People don't care. You got 50-year-old men, 60-year-old men, 40, 30s, 40. I mean, if you're not college age, like, you got people old enough to be their parents, like young people still, like in their late 30s, early 40s on up, 50s, 60s, talking about these kids as if they raised them, as if they took them to Little League this and Pee Wee this. You know, those people, their parents did that, and they're probably not ragging them. You know, you got some strict parents that maybe, but for the most part, their parents are being there to be a support. And then you got these people who don't know them from Adam, these fans, fanatics that don't know them from Adam, and they say the most awful things about these players just because they lost. And I'm like, I just have to I'm like, dude, what the hell? You aren't playing. Most of them have never played. They get their excitement out of watching young high school graduates to 22, 23-year-olds on the football field. And then when they can't win or they don't win, they want to bash them? I'm like, nah. These armchair, these, what they call them, passenger seat coaches and recliner chair quarterbacks and, and these kind of people. Some of them have never played a sport. Not any sport. Some of them have never been competitive enough to even go on to college, let alone the pros. But those are the ones that have the most to say. Those are the ones who will drag some of these kids for filth just because they lose a game. I'm talking about Monday morning quarterbacks. Never touched the football. All they did was touch it. Never dribbled a basketball. They maybe tried. Don't even know how to position their bodies to do a layup. I mean, come on, leave these kids alone. These kids, even the ones that don't go pro, they're much more athletic than you, even when you were their age, most likely. And they're giving you entertainment. They're entertaining you. I can't stand it. Like, of course I get mad, you know, when they do something crazy, they make a penalty. Like, we're human, we're gonna get mad, we're gonna fuss. Especially when you always have that certain one that's good for about 2 or 3 penalties a game. Of course you get mad. But I'm talking about the dragging and stuff. Nah, that's wrong. Right, Looney, that right there, that'd be wrong. Even when it's like a team I don't even like. You know, I'm like, if a dude misses the game winning, he's about to kick what could be the game winning field goal, right? And he misses. Don't you know how horrible he already feels? First of all, he got all that stress on him now. That's just like Miami and Cal yesterday. Miami had a comeback almost to like what Georgia was about to put on. Miami came back and they did that. Last night, Miami came back and they did that because it would have been like the 6th upset of the top 11 teams. But Miami came back and they did that. You know, so thank goodness Georgia didn't do it. But the thing about it is, I knew that people would give Georgia more props for making the comeback than they would for Bama winning. But had it been reversed and Bama made the comeback and Georgia pulled it out, man, they would have did the same. Or y'all overrated. Like, we always get that. Especially, you know, with the Saban era, we always get that. They hated us before Saban. They despised us while he was there. And, you know, a lot of them happy to see us just not even make the top whatever right now. So that's why I'm like, you know, expansion could be a good thing. It can be a bad thing, and it can be a good thing. It could be a good thing in the fact that it opens it up for other teams who probably wouldn't have had a chance because of their schedules. Because, you know, I kind of hate the fact, to me, it kind of waters down the strength of schedule. But that top 4, hey, if you're supposed to be there, when you got to deal with the bottom 8, you'll be good. But it still gives like lesser teams or teams that may not have been there any other time a shot. You know, because sometimes all it takes is a shot. Any given Sunday, any given Saturday. Sometimes all it takes is a shot. Heck yeah, Looney, he was. Look, Looney, I tried to blame it on everything. I said, that quarterback a man. Looney, I said quarterback a grown man. He like 23 years old. But you know, with the C19, if you redshirt, you get 5 years, right? Then C19, there are some people who started that year that's still eligible. So they got like 6 years for real. They got like 6 years for real. Then you get people who, I forgot the Tennessee quarterback that was like 26 years old. You get people who take a break, you know, they take a break from school and then they come back and they try out, they walk on or whatever. So, you know, sometimes you get players that are like 25, 24, 25 years old. Because that dude, during the next draft, if he doesn't have another year of eligibility, because this is his 5th year. And like I said, he started 2020, so that was the C19. They decided to give everybody an extra year. So if he plays next year, when he graduates, he'll be like 25. Or when he heads to the draft, he'll be 25. Unless he goes after this season. And my advice for him, because he was like a walk-on, he started at a community college and all that. If he does great the rest of this season, he might want to go on and hit that draft. He might want to go ahead and hit that draft. Hey, Susan. Welcome to the chat, Susan. How you doing? But he is the truth. I don't care if he's 23 or 13. He's the truth. Look, I was making all kinds of excuses. I'm like, hold up. We got a 17-year-old out there on our offense. This dude is 23 years old. Look, I was madder than a firecracker. But yep, he's 23. So if he plays next year, he'll be 24. And by the time he goes to the draft, he'll be 25. And you know, most guys that we're used to them going at like 20. Like after that 3rd season, we're used to them going in and hitting that draft around 20, almost 21, something like that. Maybe 22. This dude is 23. And he might still have one more year of eligibility left. So I'm glad we don't play him again for a while. unless we both happen to wind up in that playoff. We don't play him again for a while. But you know, salute to Texas with their ugly stuff. I can't be mad at Texas like I want to be, because I always like Sark. You know, I always like Sark. And I am mad at Bond, though. I'm mad at Bond. Knucklehead. Susan says, hi, Vanessa. You're so much better. I'm glad to hear that, Susan. Whatever it is, I'm glad it's so much better. I'm glad to hear that. I hung out over there with you guys earlier for a little bit over there at the Pajammy Jammy with Danielle, Just Danny. Y'all, please check out Looney Tunes. Check out Just Danny. I'm gonna put them on the wall. I'm gonna put them on my community wall. Because y'all know I don't do the whole mod thing, because that ish can become a fiasco. Plus, I just don't do it. It's nothing against nobody. Y'all know I just don't do it. Like, I don't have a chat full enough to do mods. Like, I like it over here. We come over here and we just chill out. You know what I'm saying? We're cozy. It's always been that way. It had always been that way. Then we had a hiccup. So, you know, right when you kind of open yourself up a little bit, you get a hiccup. So I like it like this. I like it cool. Everybody getting along. If you see somebody in this chat ever that you don't get along with, what is the advice that I give to everybody? Ignore them. I tell y'all all the time. You got husbands and wives in the house, girlfriends and boyfriends in the house, parents and children, you know, in the house with each other. Family members who live together. And when they get mad at each other, what do? They walk around that same house and won't speak to each other for a week or two. So can't y'all do that on the app? Can we do that on the app? If you are that upset with somebody, it's virtual. You're just in a chat. Like, see and don't see them, okay? See and don't see them. Just like when you get mad at your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your kids, or when your kids get mad at you, or when you get mad at your parents, your sister and brothers, your cousins. Some of y'all go to the reunions or go to events. You see some cousin you got mad at 2 months ago, and y'all still ain't speaking. Y'all just walk around and avoid each other, right? So if you can do that with family and friends and blood, for real, just do that on the app, okay? And it'll keep the chat cool. It'll keep the chat cool. And that way we don't need all the blue and all that stuff. I don't like seeing a lot of blue. I like seeing people who are adults and that can get along with each other. And if not, just avoid each other. It's just simple. Do he got that green sticker on the back of his helmet? He might go. Who, Looney? Let me see. I meant he have one. Right, Texas, all right, but we can be. Yeah, Looney, we can. We can. If, look, you know how, like, that's just like, you remember years ago, what was it? Louisiana, Monroe? Man, that was so embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. But we regrouped. What's going on, Big Kane, Miami fan in the building? Hey, Big Kane, I saw your Hurricanes make that comeback last night. I saw him make that comeback last night. Oh, the quarterback. Yeah. Okay, I got you. I got you on, Looney. Okay, she's going to do a fun night at 8 o'clock. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Susan. Okay, I got you, Looney. I got you. You talking about the QB. What's his name? Diego. Looney, I know his name. Look, I know his name. He said, say his name, dang it. Say my name, say my name. Diego said, say his name. He was talking trash too, Looney. He wasn't talking bad trash, but he was talking trash. Big Kane said, what's up, everybody? Susan says, I miss coming in and I have to unsubscribe today and resubscribe. I must have fallen out of the algorithm. Probably so, Susan. Probably. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Probably so. You know how it happens. I think, like I tell people sometimes, I think once we subscribe to so many people, I think after a while, it's just bound that some of us just kind of get taken out of certain algorithms and everything. Some, our feed can only hold so much. The feed can only hold so much, and there's so many people on here. And then most of us are subscribed to so many people trying to support. So sometimes you just don't get the notifications. But this like old times. Like, I like this chat. I love this chat. I got Looney Tunes in the building. Got my Big Kane coming through here. Okay, Big Kane coming through here. Got Susan, Sharonda came through. Vanessa Smith. And everybody seems to love sports. Okay, like I said, look. What did Suge say about Diddy? If you tired of fussing and fighting and arguing all the time, that being a part of the video, go and watch you some sports, all right? Try to relate it to that. If you tired of all this other ya, watch you some sports. Let your blood pressure get up over something that can get you a little bit of money, okay? Because when it comes to these apps, you may or may not get money, but when it comes to those football boards, when it comes to just making a straight up bet, look, you got a 50-50, maybe 60-40, depending on the game. You got a shot at some money. So you're going to let your blood pressure get up. Let it go up about something fun, entertaining, something that's truly entertaining. Okay, now when your team come out on the bad side, it ain't good, but at least it's, it's not a lot of people going at it. Like, I hate to see people go at it on the football field. Y'all, it makes me so mad when players start to get, and it's normal, emotions run high when the game is really close, or even when the game is not really close. Like when you kind of like, you taking a beating, emotions start to run high toward the end of the game, sometimes throughout the game. But I don't even like to see that. I be fussing at the TV. I be like, y'all stop that shh. Stop that shit. Get to the line of scrimmage. I be like, stop that shit. Get to the line of scrimmage. Let's go. Yeah, right, Looney. Right. I be like, what y'all out there fighting for? I don't want to see no fighting today. I'm watching. I want to see some football. I want to see some football. Man, it do be funny sometimes though, y'all. When it gets heated and they start getting into it, and you start seeing the referees snatching and throwing flags everywhere. The referees are snatching and throwing those yellow flags everywhere. It does get funny. Sharonda. Sharonda, I be so mad at the referees. I be like, damn, can y'all let them play? This ain't a game of patty cake. Let them play. Now, unless it's just too much, you know, face mask, targeting, stuff like that, you know, trying to take the person's knees out, you know, yeah. But when they just you know, certain holding calls be good, but sometimes it just be a little tug, a little patty pat back and forth, a little tugging. You gotta separate yourself. But when you just outright just holding, yeah, make that call. But man, sometimes the referees throw so many flags, you don't know what's gonna happen. Look, when they start throwing all those flags, I'd be like, oh man, you don't know who. Sometimes you see, but some of them you don't. Some of the calls you don't see. And it's like, you may see a call that should go against the other team, but they got about 5 flags out there. 2 or 3 of them might be on your team. So it's like, man, what? I said the best you can hope for when all that happens is for them to offset. I'm like, offset each other. That's the best thing you can hope for. Susan says, I haven't watched any games yet this season. You haven't, Susan? Man, I love football season. Like we were just saying earlier, when this, like for people who love football, and then you know basketball season is around the corner. So, you know, if you love sports, it's just a good way to get away from some of this stuff on social media. You know, a good way to get away from some of this stuff on social media. If you want to get your blood pressure up, yell and scream, I think it's not good to do it at all. But if you're going to do it, let it be sports. You know, let it be sports. Let it be something you maybe can win a little money off of. maybe let it be something, you know, you can go to a game and enjoy a game, you know. Nope, my husband has. Okay. Does he have a favorite NFL team or college team? Or is he just like one of those people who just likes to watch the game? Because some people don't have a favorite team. Some people just love to watch football, whether it's college or NFL. They just love to watch football. They'll watch arena football. They'll watch arena football if they have to. Some people just love to watch it. Looney says, love you, Lions Pride. I got a little meeting. Okay, real quick. Have a blessed night, my sis. Love you, bro. You know I love you. Much love, Looney. Much love, Looney. No breaking of the love. Much love, bro. I'm about to get off here anyway. It's getting dark, y'all. You know it's starting to get dark a little bit earlier. And so, next month in November, we set the clocks back. We fall back. And it's going to be dark really early. And we're really going to be into fall and winter. So you guys, take care of yourselves, okay? Remember to take care of yourselves. I know most of us are always so busy taking care of family, friends, and other people who are close to us. But remember, you got to take care of yourself as well, all right? You got to take care of yourselves so that you can be able, and you will be able to take care of them, right? We are Cowboy fans. Oh, okay, but he watches all of them. I got you. Okay. So, in your house, Cowboys are on now, right? Have they come on yet? So what is the Dallas Cowboys? What is the America's football team? Is that what they call them? America's football team. Yes, it is. I can see where I'm going, but like you said, I still got to be really careful. Got to keep that head looking, turning. Okay. Vanessa says, good night, everyone. Susan says she has no idea. Well, you guys, you know I come on here to motivate and encourage people. We just have this conversation. The conversation goes everywhere, right? But my legs are on here so that hopefully will motivate you guys to get up and move every day for at least 30 minutes, right? Move consistently and be persistent about doing it. Like when you don't feel like doing it, pull yourself up, okay? Pull yourself up. There's nothing wrong with doing cardiovascular activity every day. If you don't want to do it every day, do it 5 days a week. That way, if you miss a day or two, you've at least done 3. Strive for 5, so that if you miss a day or two, you've at least done 3, right? Right? And as always, if you feel like you're in the greatest shape or whatever, always contact your primary healthcare provider. Okay, talk with him about it. He can help you put a plan in motion, get a routine together, a program together. Let your nurse practitioner know, your physician's assistant, your physical therapist, your occupational therapist, your nutritionist, your dietitian, because we just want to do a lifestyle change. If you want to do those fad diets, that's all right. But a lot of times the fad diets, they work for a little while, then they stop. So how about making a change of lifestyle? You know, eating better. Don't have to be perfect. Eat better, have you a day or two to cheat, right? Start paying attention to what you're eating and how much you're eating. Smaller portions are better throughout the day instead of the big three. But if you have to do the big three, some people were raised that way and that's what they do. Do that. Do that. That's okay too. But just try to, you know, make sure your portion sizes are right. All right. All right. So anything I say in this live video, if you catch the live, if you catch the replay, it's meant for entertainment, informational purposes only. YouTube doesn't give us any licensures, certifications, or degrees. We have acquired those on our own, right? So we're delivering messages to the masses. So when we do that, we have to make these professional and personal disclaimers, okay? Don't do anything that you see me do without first researching for yourself and taking it to your primary healthcare provider and getting the A-OK. Now, that being said, anybody can get up and walk a little bit, you know? Walk a little bit. He'll be glad you did. She'll be glad you did. But you want to just go a little bit harder, talk to them, and figure out what you need to do, get on the right track, and we can improve that stamina, that endurance, your overall fitness level, okay? They are an atom. They lock arms around you. You are the nucleus, okay? So don't let people bother you guys on these apps, at work, at church, at school. Don't let people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out, okay? And always remember what? If you find yourself in a misery lounge, grab your grip and go. G-Y-G-A-G. Grab your grip and go, okay? I wish you guys peace, positivity, and prosperity. Peace, positivity, and prosperity, okay? Because without peace, there's chaos. And without positivity, you know things are negative. There's negativity. And wherever negativity and chaos, you know, run around together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. You fail to prosper to your fullest potential. And we all want each other to prosper. So I hope that you guys drop nuggets in the chat for each other. We drop nuggets over here. I drop nuggets for you guys. You guys drop nuggets for each other and for me. We pick them up. We go research them. Find reputable sources. The .govs, the .orgs, the .edus. Okay? The books. Go to the library. Find reputable sources. Right? And then you take that information to your healthcare providers and you guys discuss the things that you need to discuss to get you on the road to being more fit, okay? Being more fit. Fitter. Is fitter a word? Being fitter. Is fitter a word? Good night, Susan. Vanessa says, good night, Lions Pride. Susan says, good night, Vanessa. Good night, ladies. Good night, bro, Looney. Good night, bro, Big Kane. And thank each and every one of you guys for coming through. I greatly appreciate you. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. This is the weekend wrap up. And prepare yourselves to have a great week. Prepare yourselves to have a wonderful week, okay? And when something comes along and tries to get you off your game, push it to the side. Brush it off. Push it to the side, okay? Okay? Brush it off and push it to the side. And on that note, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lions Pride. Hopefully tomorrow. I will see you on the next live. Next Let's Walk and Talk live in Lions Pride. And hopefully that will be tomorrow. Okay? Again, get you some rest. Get you some sleep. Make sure that you're still drinking plenty of water. Unless you have some type of restrictions on fluids. And if that's the case, you know how much to drink. Stay hydrated, guys. It's still hot. I know it's fall. It's officially fall. But hey, it just kicked off. So it's still hot. So you guys stay hydrated and stay well nourished, okay? Bye, y'all.